And Karina looks like she doesn't know where she is. She's holding. Oh, wait a minute, crossface, the crossface locked in, She tapped.
How little you all know. You don't know who I am, but I have been present this whole time without any of you realizing. Let's start from the beginning. Aces High. The original Aces High. February 28th, 2021. It may be just another date in our business where nothing of note happened. Might just be some throwaway event to you. But for me, it signaled death. And eventually rebirth. Many years ago, I went against this business. Against notable names and so-called false legends of this industry who reigned supreme. The reason? For the mistreatment and injustices brought upon so many, including myself. My voice being the loudest amongst those poor souls who were simply tossed aside and ridiculed for simply speaking out. Those who had worked so hard and dedicated their lives to the art form known as professional wrestling had their hopes shattered and dreams crushed. To them, I was another talking head that needed its mouth shut. I never knew just how destructive simple words and opinion could be. For some, it may cost them friends, respect, and in some cases, your home. Aces High was seen as nothing more than a desperate act of attention. The show itself was criticized, not because of what took place, but because of who was controlling it. The powers that be, the pressure, the torment, the damage that had been done was more than enough to destroy any relationship. You still don't get it, don't you? I killed the premier wrestling network several years ago. The countless hours of work and progress put into building this establishment was destroyed in one single night, and it was all my fault. It's because of what I did that made me bring the premier wrestling network back from the depths of obscurity. And I am the reason it has become the recognized brand it is today. What the PWN fails to acknowledge is that without me, without my influence, without my creation, there would be no Premier Wrestling Network. My guilt and heavy heart drove me to resurrect this institution in 2022 as a way to make amends. I gave them every fiber of my being. And how do they repay me? Not even a year later, they cast me out. And instead, choose an undeserving, backstabbing snake to take over my position. They humiliate me by simply replacing me with somebody who couldn't even lace my boots on their best day. A pathetic excuse, not only for a champion, but as a human being. Worst of all, this so-called company moves on without me. Chose to forget about me and erase my name from their history books. How dare they bite the hand that feeds them? I killed the PWN once before, and it still continues to live on. Why can't you die like before? Why won't you just die after all the suffering you put me through? I have been here this whole time, watching each and every one of you since the beginning, and not a single one of you knows it. What they will tell you is that in 2022, a visionary, simply named CAW, resurrected the Premier Wrestling Network back to its former glory. What they won't tell you is that this so-called woman was just a pawn, a lie. She is CAW. I am CAW Maxis, and I am the one they call the Black Rabbit. And thanks to careful planning and loopholes found in the concert that sound so long ago, I have returned to the Premier Wrestling Network for one reason: to destroy everything you hold dear. And it will start with this women's division. The division I built by myself from the ground up to mean something. I have your pathetic championship belt, and no matter how many women you send after me, no matter how many new contracts you issue, one by one by one, all of them will fall before me. There is not a woman alive strong enough to break my will and spirit after the torment I have been through, and I will not stop. I will target this entire roster, no matter their gender. I will target those in charge, those in management who double-crossed me and everything that I stood for. My existence is now dedicated to crushing their dreams like they did mine. The Premier Wrestling Network has now become my playground. There is nobody who can overrule my power and authority. Why, you ask? Well, I signed in on the dotted line years ago. Complete immunity to do whatever I please. The contract I signed with the PWN many years ago never expired, so I have a lot of time to make up for it. So I dare you to stand in my way, because I will simply strike you down. You are all nothing to me. You are all worthless. Your jobs and your well-being don't matter to me in the slightest. It's time that you all face the same misery that I have faced for so many years. I am going to ruin the Premier Wrestling Network. I am going to ruin your love for professional wrestling as you know it.